2 years ago today, lives were changed forever when that tornado outbreak ravaged the mid-state. It was one storm cell that kept dropping tornadoes. We lost 25 lives that day in Middle Tennessee. The images from East Nashville, well, they were some of the first we saw that morning, but the damage extends the entire width of Middle Tennessee. We have Nicole north of downtown, and they took a direct hit there, and she's taking a look at the progress the community has made in the last 2 years. She joins us now.
Hey, good morning, Neil. Yeah, I'm in front of Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church, which took a direct hit, as you said, from that tornado back on March 3rd, 2020. And you can see as the sun is coming up this morning, you can get a better idea of just how great it is to see this church rebuilt this morning. There were bricks everywhere initially in the aftermath of the tornado. And you'll remember the stunning images that came out of this community on March 3rd, 2020. An EF2 tornado damaged and destroyed homes within a matter of seconds. I talked with State Representative Harold Love Jr., who's from North Nashville and who's pastor of Lee Chapel AME Church. He says immediately after the storm hit, the faith community showed its true purpose in serving others. Even without power, his church gathered supplies and later worked on a generator to help people in need. He says amid the devastation, volunteers, city, state, and federal leaders came together to help North Nashville. This was all right before the COVID-19 pandemic impacted their efforts, but still they pushed forward. Now, 2 years later, he says he feels about 80 to 85% of homes in North Nashville have been rebuilt. Love says it's a complex rebuilding effort because many of the homes were being rented. People are still working with insurance companies to get repairs done, but from churches to the mayor's office, council members, volunteers, and even the Titans, there have been a lot of hands in helping North Nashville over the past 2 years.
When you look at the progress that many of our neighbors have made in rebuilding their homes, it certainly does not feel like it has been 2 years. But then again, there's a caveat to put in there that you think about the fact that some people are still in the process of trying to make sure that their home is in a better place than it was after the tornado. You know, when you think about the city also, I think we have a reminder of our resilience. We also have a reminder of how we came together.
And all those efforts still mean that there is still more work to be done here. So coming up in the next half hour, I'll have more on what the main priorities are in his eyes for North Nashville as the recovery continues from that tornado on March 3rd, 2020. Reporting live in the Buena Vista community, Nicole Smith, News 2.